All right, y'all, we're gonna have some cafecito time today because I wanna talk about how to afford eating healthy. Being the person that's always talking about organic eating everywhere I go, most of the time. I don't like stick it in people's faces, but a lot of people know that that's what I'm about. So they ask the question, the main question that I always get is, how do I afford it? It's just so expensive. I mean, it's sometimes a question, sometimes it's a comment, but I get it. I get that it's expensive, and I get that that's the number one concern for some people because they're like, okay, I do want to start, but how do I fit that in my budget? How do I just out of nowhere start spending double on my groceries? So in this video, I'm gonna be sharing some tips that I really don't find anywhere on the internet. I haven't really heard anyone say it, but they're things that I look at my life and my routine and I'm like, I do that. That helps me save money on groceries. So I'm gonna share it here in this video, hoping that it helps you guys. And yeah, grab your cafecito. This is not espresso, but this is mushroom coffee. I have a link for it if you wanna try it out in the bottom description. And let's get started. I got you, fam, I got you. Okay, you're in my bathroom right now because I'm gonna be talking about the first tip. And the first tip is to buy more affordable brands. I'm not just talking about food products. I'm talking about beauty products, kitchen essentials, household items, like whatever you spend your money on, buy more affordable brands. Let me break down what that is and what that means. So you can either go for smaller brands and local brands, or you go for white label products. So let me break down the two. Smaller brands means just that they're either a small business brand, family owned, startup, or simply that they just don't spend much of their money on marketing, so that makes the product more affordable. A lot of companies spend so much money on their marketing that that's really why they're so overpriced. So you'll find that these companies who have these products like that come in crazy packaging, a bunch of crazy colors, a lot of stuff going on. It's like a whole experience just to open up one damn thing. Like usually that's because the company is spending so much on their marketing, and those are the usual ones that are the most expensive. So The Ordinary is what I use for my skin. I got a video, I can link it, of my skincare routine. I use products for beauty that are usually low key, that are not crazy with their marketing. I've tried that before and all it does is just absolutely nothing, or it completely destroys my skin. You'll find that with brands like these who don't care about their marketing, very simple packaging. I don't even think The Ordinary has a social media presence or anything like that. Their products are so affordable, and it's because they're very clear about their ingredient list and what they do. There's no BS around it. The marketing isn't insane, or there really isn't any at all. And a lot of people use it. It's still popular. Why? Because it works and it's trustworthy and you don't feel like you're being scammed. So I got a huge suntan and I am peeling and it's absolutely disgusting. So when it comes to white label products, that just means that the manufacturer and the purchaser is the one who has taken on the branding of it rather than the person who owns and the original product, right? So like, for example, when you go to Costco, you see a bunch of different brands there, but then you also have the Kirkland brand, which is the white label product for Costco. And it's usually always more affordable. When you go to BJ's, Berkeley Jensen. When you go to Walmart, Great Value. When you go to Publix, what's Publix? It's just the Publix brand, right? So like going for white label products and starting off that way, they offer a lot of organic white label products. Then that's a great way to start kind of easing into having a budget for healthy eating. I know Whole Foods has this 365 brand, which is great. And yeah, so looking for white label products and smaller brands will help you a ton. Number 2, buy in bulk. So speaking of Costco and BJ's, getting a membership for one of those warehouses, I guess they're called, is a great way to save money because you're buying in bulk the things that you probably use every single day. So you end up going weekly to the store, ends up being more money. Costco, BJ's, Sam's Club, they all have a lot of coupons. So you're always gonna find at least one deal. And I just think it's beneficial overall for your well-being because I would hate to go to this grocery store every week for like my essentials, I rather have my essentials in bulk because I am not gonna go to the store every single weekend of my life, every single week, trying to get like everything that I need all the time. No. So I like to have at least a whole month's worth of products that I know that I use all the time. And at least I try to, because of course some months you just cook a lot more or you use that a lot more. I don't know. It could just be different for everyone. But for me, I like to buy, and I'll show you what I like to buy in bulk. Usually I'll buy like salt, oil, avocado oil. So you see how I have the apple cider vinegar in bulk? I get that as well because I use it all the time. Avocado oil, I've gotten it in bulk. I also get like the tomato sauce that I use. I get it in bulk as well. Usually 2 come in 1. And yeah, like I get, the coffee. Of course I get it in bulk. Basically, just buying what you can in bulk will help you a ton with saving money. You get to use coupons at these stores and it saves you time, which time and money usually go hand in hand. So if you save one, you save the other. I gotta sit down for this one because I know a lot of people are like so polarized by this and I just don't know why. But number 3, intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is going to help you save so much money. But for the most part, and for a lot of people, intermittent fasting basically just emphasizing having healthier quality meals rather than quantity. So not having a lot of meals, but every meal that you do have in the day, it is like intentional, it's filling, it's healthy with healthy fats and greens, low carb, and it's allowing you to sustain yourself throughout the day. If you work a lot, you probably realize that you do intermittent fasting and you don't even notice it. It just means that you have an eating window every single day and you're fasting for more hours than just like when you're sleeping. You're kind of not getting up and right away eating. You're like extending that hour of not eating, and then you have an eating window where you do eat your meals of the day. A lot of people have 3 meals. I only have 2. And I'm perfectly fine. I have not lost weight at all. I just do it because it makes me feel healthier, it makes me feel stronger, and it just emphasizes having healthier meals. So when I wake up in the morning, I have eggs and I have healthy fats and avocados and I have my bulletproof coffee, and then I have a really good meal at like around 6. And so when I do snack, I'll snack on the healthy snacks that I mentioned. But for the most part, intermittent fasting helps you save a lot because it decreases your cravings like crazy to a point where you're like, I'm in control. And that's like the best feeling ever. Cravings can drive you insane. Cravings feel like you're not in control at all of your own body and what it wants. And so I love intermittent fasting. Please look into it. If that's one of the tips that has, stood out to you, look into it because it really is one way of like not becoming a person who has to eat all the time, meaning you won't spend as much money on food. Okay, number 4, write a list before you go into every grocery store. I used to go to the store without any list and I either forget something or I overbuy, or buy something I didn't need. So making sure that you write a list every time you go to the grocery store. I have my essentials and I just kind of like, you uncheck them, and I do that while I'm at the store, and I just kind of love checking it off while I'm shopping. It's like the most pleasing thing ever. Write a list before you go because I promise you that's gonna help you stay on budget. I mean, it's obvious, but a lot of us kind of go grocery shopping and we just like do it and we don't really think and prepare before. But seriously, preparing before, looking at your fridge, looking at your pantry, what is it that you don't have? What is it that you need? What is it that can wait till maybe next grocery shopping time, whatever? Like, it's gonna help you a ton. So I keep saying that for every single one. You get it. It's all gonna help you a lot. And number 5, minimalism. I don't wanna be annoying, but I really wanna clap right now in your face like, only buy what you need. That's it. That's it. I'm not just talking about food here. I'm talking about everything. Going back to like just you and your spending habits, only get what you need. And so if you look at my pantry, I only have what I need. If you look at my drawers in my bathroom, I only have the makeup that I need. I don't buy double of stuff. like when it comes to material products like makeup and all that stuff, I also I don't get caught up in like what is coming out that's new, what's on Amazon that I can buy now because someone on YouTube or Instagram bought it. Y'all, we are living in a consumerist world. This is insane right now. It's crazy too how we're still consuming and yet we have all these economic crises going on. I'm not gonna get into it, but this is a time to hold on to your money, let's just say. And so bringing it down, minimalizing your life in general is gonna help you so much, and it's gonna fill up your heart more and clear your mind and clear your home and your environment. And that's all just gonna lead to more happiness and more control over your life. So minimalism is a huge thing, and I really believe it goes hand in hand with healthy eating, because once you start to eat healthier, you realize there's a lot of crap on the market that you don't need in your body. It's the same thing with material products. There's a lot of crap on the market that you don't need, like, at all. Point blank, period. You know, we live in such a civilized country where we have it all. And if you're not disciplined and if you're not checking yourself here and there, you're just gonna be a victim of all these corporates and all these monopolies that really control everything. So I know that sounds off the wall and like I had a podcast moment right there. But honestly, y'all, like it really is not a time to be spending your money like that. I always think about my family in Cuba and like where I came from and how the people before me survived with what they had. And so whenever I feel like I can't survive with something, especially if it's materialistic, I'm like, Daniella, find a way to be okay with it, because you know damn well that you can live without that. And I take it upon myself. It's accountability. Minimalism, minimalism, minimalism. I hope this helped you guys. Let me know in the comments down below if it did. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified every time that I upload a video. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. 'Cause we be on a tough love. Oh, we feeling so high.